Patty, you hear the players talk about all the things they pushed through, this year to get to this point, to win another one. When you think about the things they pushed through this year, Texas, Oklahoma State, the Florida game a couple of days ago, what new things maybe did you learn about the senior class? How did you see them deal with it? And maybe how much does it mean to see them push through that to get to this point?
I think we've hit some times where we were kind of low, and I just felt they really look forward to postseason, and they're very resilient, and they feel invincible, and that's the way they play. You hear their faith has a lot to do with this, so they're never afraid. They're not afraid to lose. This is bigger than a game for them. It's about life. It's about trust. It's about all kinds of things that they've changed each other's lives with. And it wasn't easy this season. I hear them and I agree. It's probably the hardest coaching season that I've had in a while because of a lot of the naysayers, a lot of, I don't know. It's heavy. It's just, I don't know how to explain how heavy. And that heavy is the head that wears the crown. Is the one thing that really stuck out when I heard someone say that. And that's really has felt true. It's been exhausting. These players are exhausted, but they keep going. And it's the love for each other. It's a love for the game. It's a love for the university. But they're elite athletes who have extreme passion that when I first saw these guys throw the bat down after a walk, I'm like, what are you doing? Don't do that. You're showing up the umpire, or you're going to hit somebody. But we do it. They do it at practice. And I've learned to allow them to be who they are. And the old coach of me would not allow any of this. But this generation, they've taught me a lot about coaching. And they taught me how to accept who they are and how it looks. And I mean, I think that has a lot to do with a lot of things, that I just allowed them to be them. And it's hard sometimes because some of it I'm like, oh, no. But it's important to them. But they've taught me how to coach better.
Patty, there's never been a program before you guys to win 4 straight. I would guess it's hard to put in perspective something that's never been done before, but what goes through your mind when you think of a 4-peat and winning 4 in a row?
How do I explain this? I'm so in the moment with them all the time. It's almost like, well, here we are again. It's, I think when they're on their own, that I'll start understanding it more, but it's almost like, let's go. Okay, let's go win another one. And people say, let's go win one. And you're like, oh, okay, it's not like it's very difficult. Everything has to go right. And the thing about them is they're resilient. They have a lot of pride in that. And with that, it's hard for me to comprehend. I'll continue to say this one was the hardest to manage. There was a lot of different, we lost a lot in the summer, players to the portal. We brought in some great ones. I can tell you that Kelly will, this season, but this postseason, and especially the World Series, Kelly will be changed forever. And that is the greatest gift she could give us. Not the championship, but watching this young lady break out of her shell and smile and laugh and just enjoy being a good pitcher with good players who really appreciate and respect her. And it's not anything to do about anything else except what I know happened here. And I watched it and experienced it, and it was amazing, amazing. And that's just a tribute to all these names here and those who aren't. What's really weird for me is in 4 years, I've never had to cry up here. Well, I did anyway, but because they were all sitting here. When they're out, I don't, it's easier. But it's like I haven't felt the hurt of the last loss. And that is just incomprehensible. At this level, it's crazy, but it's an honor.